So I found this post on the Pokemon investing subreddit that I wanted to share with you all. Here, somebody is talking about the age old argument with Pokemon investing, how it's different now, it's not going to work anymore, and too many people are doing it. So we're going to look at this post to see if this person has brought anything new up other than all the things everyone has said for years now with how this is not going to work anymore. Let's see if they make any valid arguments here. We'll read the comments and you guys can let me know your thoughts about this. So let's just get started here. Everyone and their grandma is hoarding sealed boxes like it's gold, but who's actually going to buy this stuff later? Okay, just right off the bat. I mean, even making this statement, who's going to actually buy this stuff later? How much history have we had now of people saying the statement that, oh, who's going to buy this? And continuously things go up in value and people buy them. Like, I don't know. It's crazy to me how people will literally say who's going to buy this stuff. And we've had many years of people buying this stuff. It's like the craziest thing. I mean, it's like, where's the argument? You just look on eBay, look on any other, website that, sells Pokemon like TCG Player, or any of these other like independent auction websites. I mean, it sells. So I just don't understand that argument. Now, this person comparing it to like, sealed boxes being gold. Well, based on what we've seen previously, it can be gold. I mean, a perfect example is Evolving Skies. That's basically gold right there. Real talk. If it feels like everyone, including your grandma, your dog, and your neighbor's toaster, is sealing products. I'm pretty sure they're trying to say they're keeping sealed products these days, thinking they'll be worth millions in a few years. Now, hold on. See, here's the issue I've noticed with a lot of people that argue that, oh, it's not going to work anymore. People blow things way out of proportion. So, okay, nobody in their right mind, okay, is thinking, I'll buy a couple booster boxes of each set and I'll be a millionaire. Okay, a realistic person that's investing is not going to think like that. If somebody has ever said that, like, oh, I'm gonna keep a couple boxes here and there of each set, and then in 20 years I'll be a millionaire. Maybe, but realistically, I don't think most people are thinking they're gonna become millionaires by investing in a couple boxes. It's all about scale because truly, if you invest right now today, $500,000. Depending obviously what you buy, but let's say make it easy here. Let's say you buy Prismatic Evolutions ETBs, you buy $500,000 of that product. In a few years, you will probably be a millionaire from investing that $500,000 into Prismatic Evolutions ETBs. So it's all about scale, but this person's obviously trying to blow this out of proportion. Everyone's saying, oh, we're all going to become millionaires, trying to, I guess, make it seem like everyone's saying that. There might be some delusional people out there, but it's truly about scale. And there are people that have become millionaires doing this. It's just about how much you actually invested into this stuff, where some people became millionaires, but many people maybe didn't because they didn't put enough into there. But I think they're trying to bring this up like everyone is saying it. I think your average person is probably not thinking that they're going to become millionaires off of this stuff. Like seriously, if everyone's keeping everything sealed, who's actually buying these? 500 euros. It will never hit 500. You get the idea? Wait, what is this person saying? Like seriously, if everyone's keeping everything sealed, who's actually buying these 500? Okay, I think they're trying to say $500, Twilight Masquerade booster boxes in 2030. Okay, let's just think about this for a second. Twilight Masquerade right now is about $340. Okay, so it is $170 something dollars away from hitting $500. And this person, and right now it is 2025. This person is saying they don't think Twilight Masquerade booster boxes are going to hit $500 in 5 years. To me, that's crazy to even say. Because for Twilight to hit 500, I could realistically see it happening, depending on obviously reprints and stuff. I could see it happening within a year. I honestly could. In a year from now, I could see that happening. This person, just based on what they're saying here, I feel like they're pretty new to this whole investing space and how things appreciate, how things work. Twilight Masquerade, in about, I believe 6-7 months, no pun intended there. I think it's going to be 2 years old. I believe it was released during around the summer, I think, of 2024. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I know at this point it is over a year old. And once it hits that age, and especially when it goes out of print in about like a year and a half or whatever, yeah, this is probably going to be $500. And they're thinking that who's going to buy this in 2030 for $500? By that time, if this booster box, let's say it's like $1,000, I think many people will buy it for this price. Other grandmas. Why does this person keep? What is the thing with this person obsessing with grandmas? There's got to be a limit somewhere, right? Seems like the sky's the limit. This space has proven, really how high things can fly, depending on obviously how popular the set is in the product. We've seen team up booster boxes go from $2,000 to $10,000 within like 6 months. We've seen, other boxes go like, very high. I mean, vintage boxes go really high and even into the six figures. But more modern boxes, we've seen them easily creep into the 4 or 5 figures, over time, within like 5 to 10 years. This person saying there's a limit. I mean, there's limits maybe in some time periods, right? Stagnations. But other than that, like, it just seems like the sky really is the limit. Yeah, some things may be, the same price for a while, but it seems like over time things will go up eventually. We've hit a point where 95% of the community is sealing stuff. Okay, this person's grammar is not very good here. They're saying that the community is sealing stuff. So they're resealing. What is this person talking about? Obviously, I think they're trying to say they're keeping stuff sealed, but their grammar here is and just wording is completely off. And the other 5% can't afford to buy it because the investors keep hyping prices. What is this person talking about? I don't understand. Just their whole argument here is kind of strange, and their wording's a little bit weird. But to say, okay, 95% of the people are keeping stuff sealed, that's just you just took that number just out of nowhere. I mean, where's the statistical data with that of 95%? I could argue a large portion, that's being very vague, but to say 95%, that's just taking a number out of nowhere. And saying 5% can't afford to buy it, like where does this number come up with 5% of people can't afford to buy it because investors keep hyping prices? Like, what? Like, this person's argument and everything they've said here, I've totally, honestly, just, as of, getting this far into this post, they're not credible. I'm sorry to say, but just based on everything here, they're not credible. What's the end game here? A global sealed product staring contest? This person, I don't even know what they're saying. A sealed product staring contest? What is this person talking about? I get it. Sealed boxes can go up in value, but when everyone's doing the same thing, it's just going to be a mountain of shiny cardboard bricks collecting dust while everyone waits for someone else to blink first. Yeah, I don't know what this person's saying. Like, yeah, congrats, your box appreciated. Too bad no one's buying it because everyone else has 10 of their own. My little rant today, but this hobby is bleeped. It's been bleeped long time ago, but oh well. He. Okay, the fact that this person said this, I mean, they've already contradicted themselves here, but I mean, look, this person has literally said, congrats, your box appreciated, too bad no one's buying it. This is literally, I don't know, what's the terminology? It's like, being like hypocritical to say that the box appreciated but no one's buying it. For it to actually appreciate, that means there has to be past sales data for it to actually appreciate and go up in value. There has to be someone buying it previously in history to say it's appreciated, correct? That means somebody is buying it. So, I mean, this whole person, I don't know what they're trying to argue here. I guess too many people are hoarding stuff or whatever. I've talked about this many times before. There are going to be times where people sell when they double, triple their money, when they get, tired of Pokemon, because that will happen. And not everybody sells all at once. Over time, people that think they're going to hold for 20 years, most people will sell most of their stuff within maybe 2 to 5 years, and the cycle continues. This is just human nature. Very little people can, hold onto what they say for years on end. And I think Pokemon, especially people that are just getting to it now, when the hype is gone, and they see they've doubled, tripled, maybe quadrupled their money, they'll sell off probably most of their stuff, maybe all of their stuff, maybe open some stuff up. It's literally been like this for years now, and I think it's going to continue. I do think more people are doing it more than ever now, but I still think the trend continues of people getting in and out the hobby, selling when they double, triple their money, people opening stuff up, and over time, just things will continue to appreciate. And there are people still buying stuff in the thousands of dollars, believe it or not. It's just how it is. I mean, people just, even when the market isn't super, super strong, people still buy stuff. So Yeah, this person didn't make any strong arguments here. Honestly, every single time I make one of these videos where people say this is not going to work anymore, I make these videos just to see if they have anything, valid, any valid arguments other than, okay, you know, no one's who's going to buy this stuff. It's like we literally have all of the history now for years and years that people have been buying this stuff. So I don't know. I feel like this argument was super weak. It will always sell. At what price? That is the question. Just like Beanie Babies at a garage sale. I'm telling you, people that compare Pokemon to Beanie Babies or comic books, the comparison's so bad. It's just hard to talk to some people and, tell them, that it's really different than a stuffed animal, a Beanie Baby versus a, company that's worth, $100+ billion, has a whole anime series, has games, has, all these different things. It's a part of, a big part of Japanese culture. If you go to Japan, it's like, I mean, and it has the nostalgia factor with, childhood, like all this stuff that all these other things don't have. And it's collectible, obviously. Stuff has value. Sealed product is, it's a deflationary thing. There's so many things you can argue. It's just these people. It's hard to really, I guess, explain to them how it's very different. Original poster lost all credibility when they said Twilight Massacre would never hit 500. Literally stopped reading right there. Yeah, I mean, he is new to this hobby 100%. They said they've been here for 15 years and they've been collecting. I believe that. Yeah, you've been collecting for 15 years, but you haven't actually looked and understood the market for any of those years. Yeah, I really believe you've been collecting for 15 years, but not so much the market part. Honestly, I get where you're coming from, but you're missing what actually makes sealed product valuable in the long run, which is time and human nature. Sure, everyone says they're keeping stuff sealed forever, but people crack boxes for nostalgia, YouTube content, or just because they can't resist. Heck, tons of product get ruined by people storing them improperly. They meant improperly. And I'm not even getting into the absolute destruction that rip and shippers are causing over sealed items. Over a decade, that mountain you're talking about shrinks. The next wave of collectors, such as kids, grow up with adult money and have nostalgia for their era. Not every modern box will turn into the next team up, but the ones tied to strong sets and iconic chase cards will always find their place once the hype fades. People said the same thing about XY in 2016, and now look at those boxes are gold. The end game isn't for everyone staring at sealed product, it's patience and nostalgia, which has been happening for every generation since base set. I think it's pretty well said here. Pretty much everything they've said here is pretty factual, so I agree with that. This is not real talk. This is talk from somebody completely new to the hobby. And no, it doesn't count that you've opened some packs 20, 25, 30 years ago. Everyone did. What you are saying has been said for many years. List your stuff on auction and it will sell. No reason to make it complicated. Pokemon has global demand. Yeah, I think the whole thing here, I mean, this kind of sums it up for me. Yeah, you've been collecting for 15 years, but the investing space in the market and how things work, you have not understood because you just open packs and collect. But what do you guys think about this? This is literally the age-old argument. And I just wanted to read this post and see what this person had to say. I'm telling you, so many people that say this doesn't work and who's going to buy stuff later, they don't know anything about the market. Yeah, they've maybe been collecting Pokemon cards, but that's literally why they don't understand it, is because they literally just collect cards. And I'm not saying this is a bad thing, right? It's wholesome. I used to just collect cards and not care about value. It's wholesome, right? I get it. But you can't argue something or say something's not going to work when you actually don't know anything about it. So that's all I want to talk about in this video. What do you guys think? You guys can comment down below in the comment section. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.